Question number 3K. The share price of Premier Limited will pay a dividend of rupees 5 per share after a year. So the amount of dividend is rupees 5 after 1 year. It is currently selling at the rate of 50. So the price is given 50 rupees. It is estimated that after a year the price will be rupees 65. So price at the end of first year is given 65. There are 3 questions provided to us. Try to do answer of the first question on your own. So friends, over here I am slightly surprised that the question is providing the information about the price of the security, even though the question says that you are required to compute the price of the security. So why these two things are not matching? The answer is very simple. Whatever the current price which is given to us in the question is the price which is prevailing in the secondary market. And whatever the price that we are required to compute over here is indicating that what is the maximum price that you are ready to pay for the security today based on the future cash flows. This is what we are required to calculate over here. So we can say something like this. Write an answer. Answer of question number 3K. In that, write down. First question. Over here, we are required to find maximum price that investor is ready to pay for security. Let us see how to calculate the answer. It is year 1 cash flow. In that 65 rupees is P1 and dividend is rupees 5. 65 rupees is P1 and dividend is 5. So the total amount of the cash inflow is 70 rupees. It is discounted at the rate of 25%. Why? Because 25% is a required rate of return. So 25% first year factor is 0.80. Present value 70 rupees into 0.8, that is 56. So maximum price that investor is ready to pay for the security is rupees 56. Write down answer. There is a query from a student that, sir, in this question, can we apply a formula like this? P0 is equal to D1 divided by KE minus E. Because this is the kind of formula that we already have studied, say at our IPCC level or intermediate level in cost of equity calculation. It is D1 divided by P0 plus growth rate. This is the kind of formula that we have studied. Now when we modify the formula, it is KE minus E is equal to D1 divided by P0. So P0 is equal to D1 divided by KE minus E. That is the way so the P0 can be calculated. So there is a query from a student that, sir, can we apply this formula? Dear students, this formula is absolutely correct. Of course, there is no doubt about it. We have the dividend information. We have cost of equity 25%. However, the question is not providing the information about the growth rate. That is the reason we cannot apply that formula. Second question is there. Should the share be bought? That is the question. Chalo. Answer of the second question is that whether you should purchase the security or not. That is very simple. Answer of the second question. In the write down, calculation of NPV, very simple method. Present value of the cash inflow minus investment. What is the present value of the cash inflow? 56, which we have already found. Minus investment is 15. So what is NPV? NPV is rupees 6. That is the way we can make the calculation of NPV. Read on further. As NPV is positive, comma, the security should be purchased. That is the way we are required to take the decision. Third question. What is the return on the share if it is purchased and sold after a year? So the question says that what is the return from the security if at all the security is held for 1 year? So try to calculate answer on your own. Now friends, if at all the time period of holding security is 1 year and we are required to find the return, then again there are two methods by which you can calculate the answer. The first is a method in which we understand year 0 and year 1. Year 0 you purchase the security for how much? 50 rupees. End of year 1, what you are getting is 70. You make the calculation of the internal rate of return. So we understand that the IRR is the method, or otherwise a smart student like you can make the calculation like this: D1 plus P1 minus P0 divided by P0 into 100. That is the way the return can be calculated. What is the dividend per share? Dividend per share is 5. What is P1? 65. What is P0? 50. Whole divided by 50 rupees into 100 for getting answer in percentage term. So we understand that, I think that 20 rupees is the numerator. Divided by 50 into 100. That comes to again 40%. That is the way, so the return can be calculated as 40%. We can understand logically that the return which we are getting is 40. What we want is 25. 40 is greater than 25, so we should purchase a security. That is the way we can even take the decision over here. Right on answer? Now friends, if at all, like based on a query of a student, you follow IRR method, then what you are required to do, I explain that to you. Randomly you have to start with any rate. So as we know the answer, so I am starting with a rate which is near to it. Let us say at the rate of 39%. Year 1 cash inflow is 70. You discount the cash flow series at the rate of 39%. So it is 0.7194. Present value 0.7194 into 70. So 50.36. So present value of the cash inflow 50.36 less investment 50 rupees, and based on that, so the NPV is 36 paise. That is the way NPV is calculated at like 39%. At 39% NPV is positive. In order to get negative NPV, we are increasing the cost of capital. So let us say randomly I am increasing it to 41%. As if I do not know answer. Again, year 1 cash inflow is beta 70. Discounting at the rate of 41%. So 0.7092. Present value 49.64. So present value of the cash inflow 49.64, and from that investment is deducted. What is investment? 50 rupees. That is again 36% negative. Okay. So now fortunately we have the positive NPV and negative NPV. Since we have the positive NPV and negative NPV, we can do interpolation. So interpolation for the purpose of IRR. Cost of capital in NPV 39 and 40. 36 paise positive, 36 paise negative. So this is 41. Difference of 39 and 41 is 2. Difference of 36 positive and 36 negative is 72 paise. I am taking the lower cost of capital as a base. So 0.36 divided by 0.72 into 2. So the answer is 1%. It is required to be added to the lower cost of capital. So IRR is 39 plus 1, 40%. This is the way you are required to make the calculation of IRR. So first of all, 39% NPV, 41% NPV, and then interpolation.